Hello everybody, hope you're doing well today. Marc G with a C back with another video, and it's going to be part 2 of my UK thrash metal collection. I have started a series where I basically just show you what I have in my collection that is UK thrash metal. There's a few I'm missing which I would like to get, but I didn't want to get to a point where I thought, right, I'm going to start buying stuff just for the sake of making this series. That's not what it's all about. I'm going to show you what I've got. There are some missing and there are some that I want to pick up, but I've been wanting to make this for ages, ever since I kind of picked up that Contract in Blood book that I spoke about in part 1. And you put things off and off and off, and I just thought, come, sort yourself out, get it sorted, let's get it shown. So here we are with part 2. Let's get on with it, guys. Starting with D from Morecambe in the northwest of England, not far from my hometown of Blackpool. We have D.a.m, Destruction and Mayhem, and their debut Human Wreckage from '89, released on Noise Records. That was a huge deal, you know, a band from Morecambe back in '89 signing to Noise Records, the home of so many bands that were part of my sort of journey in metal. Just fabulous. But D.a.m, they are real polished, tidy thrash metal, really good musicians, great lead guitar work. The vocalist Jason, a real nice range to his vocals. Yeah, just solid, almost with a bit of a traditional heavy metal sort of edge, the melodies they put in there. So yeah, that's their debut from '89, and that was followed up by Inside Out from 1991 originally. That Human Wreckage, by the way, that's an OG press on Noise. This one is a 2012 reissue on D.a.m Records, who do a great job on their reissues. I saw these guys live supporting Nuclear Assault. I'm sure I've told a few people that before, but this CD, Metal Mickey gave me the heads up on this. A guy was selling it on eBay for a good price, and it turned out it was actually Jason, the vocalist, who was selling it. So I messaged him, and I don't know if you can see there, but he signed the inside of the booklet for me. Nice little touch. He doesn't look like that anymore, more like me, you know, with no hair. He has got hair, but nothing like that. I mean, that's a proper haircut, that. Look at that. Proper hairdo. Yeah, D.a.m Inside Out, like I say, real technically proficient thrash metal. This LP, this release, Inside Out, is a lot more melodic, a lot more sort of a realised sound, you know. It's kind of got a nice traditional heavy metal edge going on in there. But yeah, great album. D.a.m, check them out, from Morecambe. Next we have got another band from Manchester. This is Dearly Beheaded, and their debut EP In a Darkened Room from '95 on Music for Nations. They look American, don't they? That picture on the back there. They've got a bit of an American sound going on too. Vocally, kind of reminds me a little bit of Tom Araya, Slayer sound. The thrash that they play is quite groovy. You know, it doesn't sound like Pantera, but it's definitely got that sort of influence. '95, you know. But yeah, good, very good. I'm not sure if later on their albums they kind of went down more of the groove orientated thing, but this is the only one I own by these, and I've always really enjoyed it. Dearly Beheaded, In a Darkened Room from 1995. So next up, this is a band from Bristol. This is their debut from 1990. They are classed as Christian metal, and I always find that a little bit confusing when a band is classed as Christian metal. I understand, you know, because of the lyrical content, but there's so many different styles, you know, Striper and Detritus, who I'm showing you now. They're so different musically, but you know, they class them as, they fall under that Christian metal umbrella anyway. But this is their debut, Perpetual Defiance. Solid thrash metal, very UK sounding, vocally very Chris Astley from Zentrix sounding. You know, they've got that real Bay Area sort of influence, which quite a few of the UK bands did have. I've heard people talk about this album as Master of Puppets replica, or Master of Puppets rip-off. Not in my ears, it doesn't sound anything like that. It's good. It's basing itself on that Bay Area sort of sound, but check it out, it's really good. A little bit of a hidden gem of UK thrash, that Detritus Perpetual Defiance. And I also have that on OG cassette as well. I'll show you the inside of that. Clear tape, again on the under one flag. Fairly plain J card. It's in better days, that. It's got a bit of wear on it. Used to play cassettes to death back in the day. Okay, that's it, that's them. Right, next up we've got a band from East Kilbride in Scotland. This is from 1990, if I remember rightly. Let me just check that. Yeah, it is. And this is the band Drunken State, and their album Kilt by Death. The perfect album title for a Scottish band, Kilt by Death. Look at that artwork as well. I think one of my friends had this on vinyl back in the day. If you don't know Drunken State, I'll show you the cassette there on the Heavy Metal Records label. This is a real hidden gem as far as I'm concerned of UK thrash. There's a J card. This was produced by, if I remember rightly, Uncle Bastard, yeah, who was affiliated to Acid Rain back in the day. These don't sound like Acid Rain. They've got a sort of slightly raw sound to them, but they are tighter, more like a faster thrash band, you know, playing that bada. Vocally, this guy's got a great voice. He goes from sort of almost does have some almost Dickinson sort of sounds to his vocals, but then he's sort of lower end is a bit more sort of Phil Rind from Sacred Reich. That kind of comes to mind when I listen to this. But yeah, when you call yourself Drunken State, you know, it's that typical English thrash thing. Are you going to be taken seriously, really, when you've got a name like Drunken State? It's a shame, because this is a cracking album. I would like to get this on CD or vinyl, to be honest, but I'll make do with the cassette. Drunken State, Kilt by Death, really good. Thrash metal, obviously it's thrash metal. This is a thrash metal collection video. Okay, right, we're on to E's. Eval. I'm sure most of you watching this were expecting this band to pop up. From Huddersfield. Superb. Probably one of the torch bearers for UK thrash over the years. This is a 2007, 2008 release, their debut, Enter the Grave. This has got a bonus DVD with it, but Eval, they're well, you can hear them playing in the background, actually. That's who you're listening to now. They started off life called Metal Militia, just playing Metallica covers, and kind of evolved, I suppose, to this. But they're great, you know, musicianship wise, brilliant. The drummer's a machine. The guitarist Ollie Drake, just brilliant. Fabulous modern thrash metal. Gang vocals, as you can hear. That was followed up in 2009 with their second album, Infected Nations. Artwork, look at that. It's very much like, it reminds me of Sepultura, Arise. And unfortunately these guys, the bass player, they lost the bass player, I think while they were touring in Sweden. Pulmonary embolism, is that right? I think it was, I'm sure, if my memory serves me right, it was something like very tragic. But on Earache, all their releases are on Earache. Again, this has got a DVD with it, on the road, behind the scenes. This album's as good as that artwork. Just solid, just solid, tight, proficient thrash metal. Again, got that little Bay Area sound. And their third album from 2011, 5 Serpents' Teeth. This is what you are listening to in the background. Little patch fell out. That was quite cool, because when I bought it, it came with this card inside that was signed by the band, which I didn't know about. I'm not sure if they've done that with all the releases, but yeah, come with a patch. Eval 5 Serpents' Teeth. And their fourth album from 2013, Skull. This album eluded me for ages for some reason, I don't know why. Again on Earache Records, but finally got it. I have not got their brand new release, which unfortunately doesn't have Matt Drake, the original vocalist who plays on these 4 albums. I will pick it up at some point, but not for full price. I'll wait a little bit. Eval from Huddersfield. Right, next up we have got, and I'm going to make this the last one today, I think. Finish on this one because it's a nice one to finish off. This is a band from Reading. They do not feature in the Contracting Blood book. And this is the band Fatal Impact. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you will know that I was gifted this tape by the bass player Dave. A little J card there. This band is UK thrash. It's got a nice little little lyric thing inside there. I won't try and let you see that because it won't focus in. What year was this? 80. Said it recorded on the 14th of May 1988. And they were never signed. They never got signed. They were on the cusp of signing to RKT Records, I do believe. And they were voted in magazines as one of the best unsigned bands, but it never quite happened for them, unfortunately. The Enemy Within. This is just really, really good, solid thrash metal. It very much reminded me of Slammer. And why I wanted to sort of finish on this one is because Dave sent me this, and in the letter he said this is the only known copy of their demo, and he sent it to me because he knows I'm a big thrash fan, and he said I'd like you to have it in your collection. And you know, how humbling is that? What a nice thing to do. So as far as I'm aware, and what Dave said, this is the only copy in existence of Fatal Impact, The Enemy Within. That's it, guys. I will be back starting with G in episode 3, or part 3 I should say. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're finding these of some interest, and you know, like I say, there'll be a few in there that you'll think, oh, you've not got that band, or you've not got this band, and that's great. You know, let me know, tell me what I should be listening to. I love all UK thrash, being from, you know, UK myself, and I know there's some stuff I am missing, but yeah, please leave a comment, let me know. That's what it's all about. Let's talk about metal and give me your opinions, guys. But until I speak to you again, look after yourselves. Take care for now. Bye bye.